Hey YouTube, I figured I'd make a video because I'm really curious on everyone's thought of what's going to happen during the 2024 election. Do you think it's going to be civil war, pockets of violence, via protests or riots? Or do you think it's just going to be, everyone's going to be like, oh, it's fine? I personally think I don't, I'm not sold on it breaking into civil war. Part of me thinks we're in a cold civil war. So I don't think civil war now would look like, obviously like the first civil war. But, and I don't want civil war. I think that would be pretty stupid. I'm just wondering. And depending on the scenario, how would you react? Like I think at the most, certain cities are going to have mostly peaceful protests. I don't think, and I'm not saying one or the other. I think no matter who wins, the other side will not accept it, and there will be riots. This happened when Trump was elected. People on the left rioted outside in D.C. It happened on both sides. I don't think what happened on January 6th was an insurrection. I think it was a riot. I don't think. I know it was a riot. It was a riot on one side of the building. I know the whole story of people were let in. I'm not saying that part. I'm saying if a quarter of the crowd riots, it's a riot. Just like not everybody during the George Floyd riots were rioting, but it's still a riot. It's not good. Riots don't work. Sometimes I do agree violence works. Sometimes violence is the answer. Politically, though, I don't. I don't. Unless your government is tyrannical. Now, I don't. I think our government, it's getting there. I think our government's really close. I should say, yes, it is tyrannical, but I don't think it's at the amount of being tyrannical that I got to be careful. I don't think it's at the level of being tyrannical where violence will happen against the government. I don't know if that's going to be the case. I hope it's not. But, I'm getting off on a tangent. But 2024, it's either annoying protest, which I would take over violent riots, or civil war or whatever. But annoying protest, people blocking the road, even if it's just an escalation of 2016, 2020. I mean, 2024 is going to be here. So even if I know that some cities had pretty violent riots against people that were Trump supporters, but even if it's just, like I said, 2016, 2020, 2024, I don't see it being like this, and I don't see it being like this. I think something serious would have to happen in between now and the election. That being said, most likely something's going to happen. I don't think it's just going to be annoying protests. I think it's going to be violent rioting. I don't think it's going to be widespread around the U.S. I think it's going to be contained to cities, maybe a little bit of the outskirts. How do you deal with that? Personally, the thing that sucks about where I live is I'm here. My bug out location is here. Big liberal city here. No, I mean, I could go around. There's a big bunch of friggin' lakes right here. So I'd have to go around the lakes. Could go up around, but like I said, I think it's going to be the big cities and a little bit of the surrounding areas. Lakes, ocean, surrounding area. So I will be planning my exact route to go to get to my bug out location, which would be longer. And I suggest if you're in the same situation as I am in, and I've tried changing it, so I don't want to hear, well, maybe you should move out to the country. I've tried. I can't. This is a different video. But anyway, so different route to go around the big lakes to bug out location. You have the same situation? If so, what are you planning on doing? And don't give your exact scenario, just like I said. I'm going around the big lakes to bug out location. I'm not telling people where the bug out location is. I'm sure you guys can figure out about where I live. I live in the state of Maine. I live in southern Maine, or Massachusetts 2.0 at the rate it's going. And during the George Floyd riots, or whatever you want to call them, we had a protest. Some people were like, we had a violent riot. People shot off fireworks. I mean, nothing really happened. It's Maine. The safest city, safest country, safest state, or the second safest state. I think we keep flip-flopping between New Hampshire, Maine, Vermont. But we're at least in the top 3 safest places in the U.S. So, I mean, a riot in Maine, I know there's some kind of crappy areas, like Biddeford. It's a pretty, I think Biddeford's like 3rd for crime in the state, or 2nd. It's probably 1st for all I know. I don't know. But anyway, those are places you have to go through. And then there's Portland, which is turning into, I don't like cities, so I'm kind of biased. I think they're all shitty. But yeah, do you think it's going to be annoying protest, violent riots, or insanely violent riots, like city shuts down, states shut down? I mean, I don't think, at least in my area or areas kind of similar to mine, I don't think it's gonna be like that. I think it's gonna be riots where you don't want to go through those areas. Probably, I don't think it's gonna be crazy. But what are your thoughts? If the riots exceed and get to the point where I don't think martial law would be enacted, but I think if they get to the point where martial law is enacted, I think if Biden is in the White House, martial law will get enacted. I really do. I think he'd be like, Rhodesia. And people like, he meant enact martial law. Yeah, martial law. It's like when you're marshal and you have the law. And then I think that if that happened, I think that the people that voted for Trump and maybe the people that hate Biden and didn't vote for him, maybe kind of like get together, and then I think that would push us into an actual civil war, which would suck. I know a lot of people think it'd be great, but it would suck. Sorry, that was a bit of a rant, but you watch the video and you decide to leave a comment, just let me know. I'll make a video responding to you, or you can make a video responding to me. I would like to start conversation on this channel. It's one thing I've wanted to do. So, yeah, let me know. I would find it very interesting. And, if you really wanted to get on conversations and figure out a way to, chat through here, just like we are now, live, that'd be fun. I enjoy conversations like these, so they're more than welcome. And I like to know what your ideas are of what to do, because I think it helps everyone when they hear different scenarios, different ideas, different plans. It's like watching somebody say, "This is what I keep my bug out bag." Some of it you're like, that looks like it's useless, but might be one item, or the way that they pack it, or their pack in general. I think it all helps. The conversation helps. So leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Thanks.